Brenda is with us in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Hi, Brenda. How are you?
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I just wanted to say thank you to you. I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional.
It's okay.
We lost our son 2 months ago.
Oh, my goodness. To what?
He would have been 18 in July. But because of listening to you, my husband and I are debt-free. We had an emergency fund in place. We had life insurance policies in place, term life, with a rider for the children. And so in all of the dealing with my son's death, when it came time for the funeral home to look at me and say, I'm sorry, but we're going to need some money, I didn't have to say, well, I got to wait for the insurance company. I wrote them a check.
Baby. I'm so sorry. What happened?
I can't go into the details.
Okay, that's fine.
Can I hand the phone to my husband?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hello, Dave.
Hey, that's a tough call.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been a tough year.
Sounds like it.
But because of you and your program, we actually been listening to you for about 8 years now. We called in about 5 years ago, debt-free. We paid off over $400 and something thousand.
Oh, my goodness.
Business, personal, and everything. We went on vacation. We were heading off on a vacation on that particular day. But we were debt-free. And, listening to you, I mean, I've had cancer the last 9 months. We've not had to worry about health insurance was in place. So we haven't had to worry about the cancer. And I'm pretty much on a healing process there. But then we lost our son 2 months ago. And that was kind of a devastating deal just all of a sudden.
I guess.
And so we had the money in the bank to take care of that. And then 2.5 weeks ago, we got hit by a tornado.
So your house got hit?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh.
Wiped my house, our house out, wiped our business out.
Completely gone. The house is gone.
Yeah, completely gone. Foundation is just that's left.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. And, it's just stuff. But because we have listened to you and we have put stuff in place, we've had a tough year. But financially, we are very well set because of your teachings and God's blessings to us. I mean,
well, I guess it just gives you a little bit of margin to heal from unbelievable blows, man. I mean, it's tough year might be the understatement of the week. You lost your son, and then a few weeks later lose your home.
Yeah, and that's and I run a business, and I have 10 other families that rely on us, and of course our commercial building was totally gone too, and so
now you got to find a place to put that up.
Well, I'm kind of one of those. As soon as the tornado hit, I saw it was gone, so I went home and started making a plan. Plan of attack. If you have no plan, you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So we made a plan, and I found the building within a day or two, and boom, we started moving stuff in for a temporary home. So, but if it wasn't from your teachings, we would be still floundering. I mean. It's just, it's been an incredible year. Well,
I guess. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's amazing what you guys have faced. And, I appreciate the credit you're giving me, but really you guys just went out there and did smart things and moved into, moved yourself into a position that when life happens, it's still devastating. But at least you've got some options on how to deal with it. That's what it amounts to.
Exactly. We had you have a little peace financially. I mean, the loss of our son is just that's just devastating. I mean,
sure,
there's no getting over that.
No, absolutely not.
We just wanted to kind of give you kudos, you might say, for putting us in a track.
Well, and I appreciate that, but for people listening, what the message is, I guess, is to get your financial house in order, so to speak. So you're out of debt and you have proper insurance, and then you have life insurance in place. And then when things do happen, and things always do happen, it's just but when they do happen, it at least gives you a little bit of wiggle room to try to survive and turn the corner, right?
That is correct.
And that's what you mean by my teachings, which are the things the common sense things you went and did. Okay.
Exactly. I mean, we've been through all the baby steps, and we're it's helped our home, it's helped our business, and so that's we live by those teachings, and and God has blessed us in many ways, and and again we've had a tough year.
So you got the business back up and running already?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
What kind of business is it?
I do commercial refrigeration. I do big, like, restaurants and hotels and stuff like that. We put big walk-in coolers in.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Well, what's the name of your business? Let's give you a plug.
First in Refrigeration.
First in Refrigeration in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Okay.
Yeah.
And you got you a place to live now?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Where are you staying?
We've got we had good insurance. The insurance paid off within a week of because it was just totally gone. There's no argument.
Yeah.
But we've got a little place that's out in Tecumseh, Oklahoma, just about 7 miles away.
So you just found a place to rent?
Yes. No?
Until you decide what to do. Are you going to rebuild?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay. Oh my
probably
goodness.
So.
Well, I appreciate you guys calling in, and I'm sorry for all the horrible things you've been through, but the good news is you literally had a strong foundation in your life in a lot of ways, it sounds like, to be able to fight through these tragedies, tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. And tell Brenda thanks for her courage to call in. I appreciate it.
I'll do that.
Well, God bless you, sir. We'll keep you in our prayers, and I'm sure all of our listeners will after hearing your story. Pretty incredible. Wow. How much more can you say about how important it is to make sure that you get your financial act together? I mean, how much different story is that if there's no life insurance involved? And if those folks are deeply in debt, they've got car payments, they've got student loans, they have no money saved. It's a completely different story. It's still a sad deal. It's still tragic. I mean, they lose their son, their home, and their business building. Now, the business isn't gone, because the business, as it turns out, is in the heart of that man. It's not due to a building. And by the way, that home is in the heart of that lady and that man. It's not in that building. And so, but what do you say about losing a kid? Oh my gosh.